So what do you say to Eric Swalwell?
Well, I think we need to take a step back and remember that Adam Schiff did not allow Republican members to request witnesses. We had no subpoena power.
But he did say the president could come in and testify, or his lawyers could come in.
That was after all of the depositions. That was after the closed-door depositions when the president's team was not allowed to have anyone sitting in. That breaks the precedent of the Clinton impeachment and the Nixon impeachment process. The president has a right to a fair trial, and he did not get that fair trial with Adam Schiff. It is because it's a weak case that you're hearing the Democrats talk about their need for additional witnesses. They understand how flimsy the evidence is. And again, you're hearing in their floor testimony on the Senate floor, Adam Schiff is relying on half-truths. But the witness accusation against Republicans is disingenuous by Adam Schiff because, again, we were unable to call a single Republican witness. We would like to hear from Hunter Biden. We would like to hear from Adam Schiff. We would like to hear from the whistleblower.
Would you like to hear from John Bolton?
That should have been called on the House side. There was a subpoena issued, and Adam Schiff chose to take back that subpoena.
But
he
referred to the polls. The congressman referred to the polls, and they do show that in overwhelming, I've seen numbers from 61 to 70% of Americans say, sure, if it's going to, and what would the president be worried about if John Bolton comes in if he's not concerned?
That's up to the senators, but the mistake that Adam Schiff made was he did not allow us to call witnesses. It was not a fair process in the House, and now the Democrats do not have control over the Senate. So I trust the senators are going to make the right decision for the information that they think they need to make a determination.
This is from Greg Sargent at the Washington Post today. He says GOP senators who vote against subpoenaing new witnesses and documents run the risk that more damning revelations will come out after any such vote and after their inevitable acquittal. This could allow those revelations to be hung around their necks as examples of what they sought to help Trump cover up. What do you say to that?
I say to that, again, it highlights how weak Adam Schiff's case was and how unfair this process has been. The Republicans' role in terms of the Senate and Democratic senators is to be fair jurors and to listen to the case and all the evidence that was collected as part of the House process. Again, this is the first time we're hearing from the president's defense team. We are 70-plus days into this process, and this is the first time not only the senators but the American people are hearing from the president's side, and I think that's very important.
So what do you expect in terms of the president's defense? What do you think their focus is going to be? Because some, even in the opening statements, asked, why they sort of weren't for sort of more forward, more progressive in their perspective in terms of laying out why they think he's innocent or laying out why this would be, what he's accused of is something that the president would never do. It's much more procedural in terms of their approach. Do you expect that to change?
I expect that they're going to respond to all of the accusations from Adam Schiff and other Democratic floor managers. Yeah. I think they are going to pick apart the case. And I think, as you saw on the House side, when we had the open hearings, Republican members were able to bring the truth and bring the facts forward. So some of the questions that I asked really focused on, do any of the witnesses have direct evidence of impeachable offenses, high crimes and misdemeanors, treason or bribery? And every single witness I asked that question said no. Those were important questions to ask. And as Adam Schiff is playing those videos, they're not showing the context of some of the Republican key questions.